Supposed to follow the plan. Hello, everybody. We're finally here to round up the hackathon for DreamHack Winter 2014. I'd like to give everybody that participated, including the judges, the staff, the very tired staff, the very tired participants, a big round of applause. Thank you for coming out. You guys have all been stressing for 24 fantastic hours, minus the 3 minutes because it took me to call it up a little bit late. Sorry about that. But for that time, you've all been working together with new team members, old team members, and getting along just fine. We are really appreciative of everything you've done for the hackathon this year, and it's going to be amazing to see your presentations. The last countdown timer for you guys tonight will be your presentation countdown timer, but I'll get to that in just a second. There's a little bit to go through, so we can get this on the road. The presentation will work as follows. We have 4 minutes per presentation. In that 4-minute period of time, this is what we're basing our judgment of your game development over the last 24 hours. Our judge panel is sitting right here. They will be watching this front and center, no nerves. And we have a countdown timer up here on stage. It's got 4 minutes on it. Some of you are going to be fast. Please don't get too nervous when you're looking at it. It's just there to remind you that after 4 minutes, you have to stop. If not, I'll stop you. So, moving on, we have the fantastic judge panel that we have gathered here today, and I will cover them for one last time. Just before I thank the fantastic community that has helped us do everything. We have Anton Kohade from Intel. We've got Victor from YouTube that's here to watch. Then we're going to go with Tao Peterson from Sherlock Studio. We've got Elva Björkman. Fantastic people from Rovio. Then we have, just making sure it's in coordination, Patrick Holst from Jönköping City. And from Developer Association from Spelplan, we have Anne-Sophie. I have been with you and not sleeping, hence the notes, hence the minor mistakes. We've had a fantastic time, and we'd like to thank our sponsors, which is pretty much most of Jönköping. I'm trying to learn how to say Jönköping all weekend, and everyone's been telling me just don't say it in Danish. But thank you very much to all the different art aspects, the university, the science park, Jönköping Kommun, and I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting Destination Jönköping, and finally, Jönköping itself. It's been amazing. So please, a big round of applause for the community and Jönköping itself. We're going to get to the serious part. We're going to get ready to set you up in your queues. And what's going to happen for all your people is we're going to set you up in a left queue on my left queue, and a right queue. The teams are going to be split up in even and odd numbers, so you must remember the queuing system that you have. The numbers are here. These are your numbers, your teams. You're going up in this order. So when you guys have 4 minutes, this is what's going to happen. Team 1 is going to assemble on the left side, over there. Are you guys ready? Cool. Then Team 2, Zdybal Zubs, is going to be setting up here. Are you guys ready? Perfect. When Team 1 goes up on stage and presents for 4 minutes, Team 2 can be on the side of stage, getting ready almost. When they're done with their 4 minutes, they go off stage. Team 2 goes on stage and gets ready. When Team 1 has removed their equipment, Team 3 can start setting up while Team 2 is up on stage. So what I want you guys to do, and this will help presentation times, is for everybody on the even numbers on their teams to move on this side of the hall so then they're ready to set up, if you haven't already done so. Seems good? And anybody that goes, I did it reverse, didn't I? Everyone that's going on the right side from the even numbers, please set up. And everyone on the left side from the odd numbers, are you on your left side? Cool. Well, in the middle, it's mostly cool. With the queuing, you will know that presentation techniques, it's all about your own equipment. Your own computers, your own screens, everything else, you've set it up. You have microphones available. but you should use only the one, and that's what we're providing for you. Everything else you see has been created over the past 24 hours by the teams, including the presentation. So when you're holding the mic, here is fine, not fine, not fine, not pointing away. Keep it as close as you can. You want people to hear your plan. Good. Are we ready to start the show? I'm especially ready to start, and I would like Team 1 to get ready. As soon as the team steps on the stage, the timer will get rolling. So guys, are you ready? No. We have the time limits, but I'm going to give people a little bit of mental preparation time. So yeah, as soon as they're ready, we're going to start, and all projects will go through. You guys will go up on stage, you guys will present, next team will take over naturally. 4 minutes are up, I will call it on the microphone, and you will have to stop, and you will have to take your stuff down. I'm sorry.
Hello. Okay, it's working. Nice. Can everyone see properly? I think it might be too dark. Can you make it less dark? Okay, there we go. Can everyone see the map? Okay, great. So our game is about memorization. So you're a mole that is in a hole, okay? And your job is to get from point A to point B. And this is your hole. So you start somewhere on the map, and then you have to find your way out. And by recognizing props and stuff inside of the tunnels, you can guide yourself out. Or if you take the wrong turn, you will fail. Yeah. Hole too deep, mole feels lost. Remembrance is key. This is our haiku for Mo the Mole. The credits for the game goes to Alexander, Andreas, Walter, Armin Johansson, Hugo Björkdal. We just met, so I don't know all the names, sorry. And me, Leo Toivio. Remember your route, the start and the end. Look in the direction you want to go, look up to start. So at every conjunction, the speed will slow down, and you'll have time to choose what direction you want to go by looking up, down, right, left, or just looking straight forward. Thank you.
Thank you to Mhole and the Hole. Next up, we're going to look at the Zdybal Zubs. Zdybal Zubs.
Zdybal Zubs. All right. Okay, so I'm here to present to you the finest technology there is in submarine systems. We come from Poland, of course, and we work for Captain Zdybal, who has worked a long time with salvage operations for the Polish military. And we are here today to share his new company, which do this within the private sector. So this is the interface for his fantastic submarine system. By the way, this is compatible with any Windows system created before 1992. What you can do with this command console is detect enemies in the vicinity. You can reload your weapons. You can check the hull integrity of your submarine and detonate the torpedoes that you fire. You can also look at the compass if you want to. Next. All right. You also have the periscope, which offers a 360-degree view of the surrounding deep sea area. And you can watch for enemies, aim the torpedoes, and fire the missiles. Right, without further ado, I'll let crew member David show you how it works. This is, of course, a simulation. So here we are in the engine room. They put the console there for some reason, back of space, I guess. And as you can see, we're moving towards the east. No enemies in the vicinity. We have plenty of ammunition, and you can also track the distance to our target. If we look up at the periscope, we can watch the surrounding seafloor and also the fantastic looking submarine. There are some dangerous volcanoes down here and some enemies. A hit. Don't go over the volcanoes, David. There's another anglerfish. They feed on submarines for some reason. So with these two views, you can actually have full control of the deep sea area and defend yourself against any incoming attacks. And a hit. Fantastic. I hope you're all keen to invest in our system. Yeah, now we reloaded as well, so we have more ammunition. That's good. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh shit. I think we have a hull breach, right? Or almost. Perhaps if there are more fish to bite through the hull, we're in trouble. Oh, there are plenty of them now. I'm not sure we can handle this. I think we have to abort the mission. Sorry everyone, this demonstration has been a complete failure and we'll have to go back to port for repairs. Thank you for watching.
Thank you to Zdybal Zubs. I need to learn how to say the pronunciation on that. Next up, we have the Google StreetView Deliveryvan team. Welcome to the stage.
Hello, my name is Torsten Jakobsson. This has been a family business. My two daughters came with the idea to enter the competition, Linnea and Louise, and they brought their boyfriends, Pontus and Jacob. We come from Gothenburg, eller Göteborg, and this was the first game we ever made. We made a game last night that was the Google StreetView Deliveryvan that we were not too happy about. So we made a new game today. And we used Unity that we have never used before. And the boys made the objects for the game. And me and my daughters did the programming. See if it's online. It is online on the computer, but not on the screen. maybe if you put it up there in the meantime, before the technology works. So it's a simple game. We call it Troll Bob in space. It's a troll that is navigating through the space and trying to avoid bombs, and the purpose of the game is to find diamonds. Can anyone see the game? Maybe not. You can see it. So you can try and play the game for the few people that are up close. So it's the first hackathon for us, so it was interesting for us. Did anyone see anything?
Yeah, you should probably showcase it for the judges.
That's a good idea. The judges should see the game.
Mini presentation, very exclusive.
So the purpose is to find the red diamonds and navigate through the sky and avoid the bombs. And if you hit a bomb, the game is over. The programmers on the team are my daughters and myself, and the boys are not programmers, they are gamers instead. We have some time left, but I think we're happy with the presentation.
This is perfectly fine. Fantastic. Next up is Rotor Team. Is your team ready? How many seconds will you be needing? Yeah. While we're waiting for Rotor Team to get up, we suggest that Space Over Time gets setting up on their station. Oh, wait. Safari Snap. Are you guys ready over there? Yeah, you can use the microphone, but you can't use the speakers. We don't have a jack in for that. We'll be starting your counter already. So we're starting your counter now. So please, everyone, make sure that your presentations are ready, because after the 4 minutes are up from one team, you automatically start your time for your presentation. Just a friendly information. You guys have 3 minutes, 7 seconds. So to those people at home, maybe watching the stream and wondering why we're pressuring them so much, it's because included in the time for the hackathon, there is preparation time, and there's also time in this hall to set up your technology, and it's also part of the pressure of actually getting a game done. It's a very intense moment, but you have to get everything right, also delivery of games. And it's something that many a producer knows, that you might get the timing off of when you release your game, or you might just forget a simple step in the development process or distribution process, which also comes. It's a lot easier nowadays, because you can just put it on Steam or upload it to a server or something like that. In the old days, you had to make thousands and thousands of floppy disks. Doom 2 had a delivery failure of 100,000 floppy disks once. San Diego was very sad. You guys are unfortunately down to 1 minute 45 seconds. So if you want, you can also show the judges your game now. Sorry? You can just show the game to the judges. You've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left of your presentation time.
Okay, yeah, we can show it, but it's not working. Yeah, it's a very old Rotor Team. So,
Yeah, but it's fair. I would say use your time well, show it to the judges.
Can you play from there? I'll try. Okay. Wait, I'm going to give you a wire. Okay, do you have enough, right? Okay, well, very quickly, I'm very sorry for the technical problems, but just to introduce the game, I'm going to put this image. I'm going to load the launcher. Is here. Okay. So, thank you very much. Sorry, again. Well, my name is Carlos. It's great for me to be here. I'm from Spain, so this opportunity for me is great, incredible. Thank you very much for being here, UGs. And well,
you have 30 seconds.
This game, okay, just an elevator speech, very quick. It's a personal travel to everyone's mind when we have a problem and we need to fix our problems in our head. Everyone needs to be alone, and everyone needs to do a travel to our mind. So, well, it's not showing, but in the game, we have a rotating room that represents our mind. And in that room, you need to move with the Oculus, and you need to get some books that are moving with the room, and just put those books in the shelves. Every book has a color, and every shelf has a color. That represents our personal problems and our personal feelings. So
We're going to have to stop.
When you fix everything, you end the game. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, so it's what can happen. It hurts. They've done a lot of hard work. We're going to go on to the next group. Safari Snap, team number 5.
Yes, hello. My name is Kim, and together with Johannes and a guy named Joel in the back of the room, we developed a really good game. When we started, we sat down and we brainstormed, and we thought to ourselves, which is the best game that's ever been made? And for any real gamer, it's a very easy answer. Pokemon Snap, of course. And with the Google Cardboard that we were given, we noticed it felt very much like a old-time one-use camera with a button on the side to use. You can start the game, and I can talk while plays. So you are running on a railway, and your job is to take photos of animals in the surroundings.
we tried to create a unique, really going for a low poly art style, trying to fit that into everything about the game. So you get points based on how many animals you fit in every picture, and at the end of the track, which is coming up, you get to see your score. So it's a really cozy little controlled drive around a small area where you can photograph animals in the wild. Look at the ostrich, which is poking its head up and down in the sand. And a hippo. How much time do we have?
1 minute, 56 seconds.
Yeah, you can maybe restart it and we can go from the beginning again. Is the sound working, by the way? No. If you take a photo, yeah, we have a shutter effect, and we had a really cool sound, which when you're using the cardboard, it feels really good. You get really immersed in this little area. So we're really happy with how it turned out. The sound was working, but I don't know. I think the volume button on the telephone is being pressed against the cardboard.
If you guys want, you might let the judges try once each.
What?
If you feel it.
Now the sound is on. And it feels really good together with the sound to use the camera.
40 seconds?
Yeah. We can look at the monkey for some more time. But we're going to say thank you very much for looking at our game.
That was Team 5, Safari Snap. Next up on the right side, we're going to go in with Space Over Time. And we ask that Robot Rock, or Team Robot Rock, begins to set up on station number 1.
All right, so just a little technical thing. So there was a Thunderbolt adapter here earlier. Does anyone have that? Oh, you found it. OK, good.
A friendly reminder, our countdown system has gone down. So I will be calling out minutes, and then I will be calling down 30 seconds, and then I will be shutting it down after a 5-second warning.
And this is Arvid, and this is our game Space Over Time. We worked quite a lot to come up with a nice idea to make, but it was quite difficult to think of a good thing. But in the end, we ended up with this, which was kind of nice. So the title of the game kind of explains the whole thing. So you move across space over time, essentially. So. All right, so as you can see here, you move around just by moving your head. So he's now turning through these tunnels, and you have to go past these rotating things, which is sometimes quite difficult. Yeah, and then we also have these doors that open as you rotate. So you have to kind of rotate like that and then go through the door. Right, and then you also get a time so you can keep track of your high scores and whatnot, and get in fights with your friends. All right, ready? So you can set up quite complex situations by chaining together challenges like this.
Minutes.
Right. For sure. So, one good thing about having a movement system like this is that you only move by using your head, which means that there's no controller, and it makes it really easy for everyone to jump into the game, even people who aren't used to playing games. Which I've actually tried with my family, which was kind of cool. So this is the final level, also known as level 3. We basically tried to put together something really complex. So yeah, so now he's in a mess of rotating doors. Yeah, okay, so then we need to restart. Ready?
1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, again, this is the hardest level, so we're probably not going to be able to finish this one, but yeah. Oh well, thank you very much.
Thank you to Space Over Time. Next up on the list, we've got the team from Robot Rock. Are you guys ready?
I do believe so, yes. Hello everyone, we are Robot Rock and prepare for the best VR experience you have ever had. Robot Rock incorporates Mhole, which means you can use your arm and gestures, as well as the Oculus Rift to create the Force. Have you ever, go back. Have you ever wanted to be Darth Vader? That's who you're gonna be. Your job is, as a robot, to protect the last survivors of Earth against mining robots specially designed to kill you. They will come in hordes, and you have obstacles, items, in this cave that you can use. You start out slow, you are weak, and you have a few rocks, but then as you progress, you can pick up mining picks and carts, and even the beams in the room, and even the generators itself. These are the dreadful robots that will kill you. And this is how cool you will look when you play it.
3 minutes.
So yes, we also have a demo. With the Mhole, you control the objects by aiming with your hand and grabbing and throwing them away. Grabbing and throwing. Grabbing and throwing. Whenever you aim an object you can pick up, it will turn blue. And then you can manipulate it like a god. Thank you, Made by Love.
Ooh, that was fast. Next up, we've got Journey of Ice and Fire as team number 8.
Is that me? Right, cool. All right, hi everyone. My name is Victor Blomqvist. I've been the artist for this game, and here we have the man at the computer is Tobias, who's been the programmer, and we have Rasmus, the guy with the long hair, who's been the composer, right? Yeah, oh wow, here we go. Yeah, it's the presentation, thank you. Okay, I'll just stand here. One more time, please.
Bill Gates was talking about a microphone in the presentation. Close to the mouth.
Like this? Awesome. Okie dokie. This is the result of the labor we put into this game jam. 24 hours of sweat, blood, and happiness. It resulted in Journey of Ice and Fire, a game where you control small green furballs in an epic journey to find their parent. It was inspired by the cozy winter scenery we are about to see in Sweden in a couple of weeks, I hope, and the fiery, destructive environment of the center of our planet, lava, volcanoes, and such. Journey of Ice and Fire is a virtual reality experience. You can show it to your whole family, and hopefully everybody will be able to play it, young and old. It's an epic journey full of cuteness and chaos. Here's a little screenshot. Oh, we'll get to that later as Tobias shows the game. Here we have a bigger screenshot. This is basically our level as you maneuver the little small, the small little green cubs, as we call them, towards their parent. Save as many cubs as you can. The green cub needs you. The game mechanic is basically that you need to, the green cubs follow your traction with your head. So where you look, they will sort of happily jump to. Even if you look at the lava, they will probably blindly follow you into their deaths. Please don't do that. Yeah, Tobias will now, hopefully, demo the game. Fingers crossed. Is the sound working? We shall. I have no idea.
No, this is the one that's supposed to be here.
We are experiencing some technical difficulties. Please stand by. Sorry. Does anyone know how the audio plug looks like? Anyone? Yes? Are we okay on the... Here we go! Woohoo!
1 minute, 35 seconds.
Let's see how well Tobias can maneuver these green little furballs along the dangerous and chaotic arena of the fiery ice mountains. I'm not really sure. Oh my god! We have 2? Oh, right. Restart. Awesome.
60 seconds. A microphone.
Less than a minute, hopefully. There we go. There you see the little green fireballs. And Tobias is looking. His gaze is projected like the green glowy circle thing. And you. Let's kill one. Awesome. Yeah. No, not all of them. What are you doing? And you see. And you're supposed to navigate these poor little things towards the big one, as I showed earlier. That's how the game starts. We're supposed to start. The big one is crying and begs you to help him guide his little cubs back to his warm embrace.
15 seconds, you murderers.
Awesome, right?
5 seconds.
Yeah, we can see him. Yeah, awesome.
And we're done.
Thank you. Chaos and cuteness.
That was Team 8, Journey of Ice and Fire. Now we're moving forward to Team 9, which is in Swedish. So, Kärrman. So we will be starting the countdown timer now. And while we wait, Cannonball can start setting up at station number 1. Thank you.
Hello. Everything works? Nej, jag kan.
What do you want to start?
So, I think everything is set up. I will begin with show what I did with the rubber band. For those who don't know, the rubber band is kind of mystery. Not even the developers know what it's for. So I made 2 holes, cut the rubber band, and then I stuck the rubber band so it fits better.
You should probably move your computer. You should probably have moved your computer.
So now everything works with it. So yeah, I used the Google coverboard, but for the presentation I will make it simpler. I will just show you and then I will explain at the same time, hopefully. So my game is using 2 devices.
I'll give you 2 minutes.
The point is that one device is going to be the gun and one is going to be the eyes. So the computer is now the eyes, and my tablet is the gun. See if we can find the right position. There it is. It's kind of dark. So, and you hear, it's a tablet that shoots. It also vibrates, so you get the feedback of really shooting.
2 minutes.
Oh, then I need to be fast. So I made a rail shooter for Oculus Rift, where you use a second device as a gun. And it's really hard to shoot because you have to, when you aim, you kind of aim with the head, and it's much easier if you have the Oculus Rift or Google Cardboard, because then you can aim much easier. Yes, I think that's I can show that much. I have some more stuff moving and things, but it's kind of show the points of it. I kind of want to do something more with Oculus Rift, and devices have a lot of input that you can use, and it's really smooth to use. It's kind of hard to remember where
1 minute
that screen is, and like that. Oh, I also have the most important thing in the game. I have a gravity gun. We need to be able to. Oh. Every gun needs a gravity gun.
30 seconds.
Yeah, that's up for me. Thanks.
Thank you very much to Team 9, Kärrman. Swedish is horrible. And next up, we're going to start the countdown timer for the following team. Cannonball. Give it up for Team Cannonball.
Hello. Is it on? Yes, it is. All right. Good evening, everyone. We are Cannonball, or our game is called Cannonball. My name is Jonathan, and this is Rasmus. The game is set in a sort of Windows. No, but it's like set in a sort of spacey, blocky, cool world, and the objective in the game is to use the Oculus motion tracking thing to dodge obstacles that's coming towards you. sounds. If you crash into them, you fail. And then there's portals that takes you to other environments. That's
3
also
minutes.
pretty cool. So the objective is, as I said, to just get as far as you can. And it speeds up quite a lot. And if you hit these rings that are not black inside, they sort of clears your field. And then it just goes on and on and on until you crash and die. It's super hard.
2 minutes.
Game over. And that's the game.
Congratulations, Team Cannonball. We'll give you an extra fun minute. So yeah, we'll give you a minute, 5 seconds from now on to see how far this judge can go. Seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much to Team Cannonball. We will move on to Team 11, Perifobia. Is Perifobia ready? Your countdown timer will start in 5 seconds.
Hello? 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 Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, hi, I'm Simon and I'm from Team Perifobia, and
I'm Ronald. And I'm Willie.
And over there we have Sebastian. Our game is sort of a game of hide and seek, in a way. Easily explained. We used the Google Cardboard to enable an iPhone 5 device to act as the virtual aspect of the game. And we have up to 4 Xbox 360 controllers, which players look at with
3 minutes.
They're playing with a split screen. And their goal is to sneak up on the player carrying the headset and maybe get a scare out of it in the process. Some screams and general niceness.
2 minutes 30.
Can we show the camera angle from there? Because the HDMI doesn't seem to work. So we have our friend little guinea pig here. He's never played the game before, as far as my knowledge goes. Yeah, so the backstory is that the player with a headset is an Inuit adventurer which has gone lost in an ancient ruined temple, Asian ancient ruined temple to be exact. It's night, and the location he is currently in is haunted by spirits. So we have to come around. Maybe we should...
1 minute 20, maybe show the judges.
Okay, good. Sorry.
Okay, so we're the 4 players here in the corners. Our friend here is in the middle, wearing the Google Cardboard, and we're gonna try to scare him. I don't know, where am I? Okay, I'm down left.
Get right in front of him, so that we can possess him and enter to the real world. And yeah, it's supposed to be sounds and stuff.
30 seconds.
No, there are no sounds, but the player is supposed to be really scared. Yeah. Oh,
5 seconds. And PJVR, have you set up?
Thank you.
Time is up. Has anybody spotted Team 12, PJVR? Did they run away? Are there any representatives of PJVR? Apparently not. Okay. There will be no PJVR, unfortunately. So we're moving over to round number 13, the Gnome experience. We'll just give you an extra 30 seconds because you didn't get the 4 minutes. No, I'm fair, they're already set up, so.
Champions of the night. We are the champions.
Is group tipping point ready also? That is perfect, thank you. Are you guys ready?
Hello? Yeah, we should be.
Cool. Thanks for being so fast when you didn't have another team to set up after. And
no
we'll
problem.
start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody. Well, the Gnome experience name is actually kind of like false advertising because our game is called Torch. And it's not about gnomes, it's more of a survival horror game that's based on the Oculus Rift technology. It's kind of like, it's a game about facing your own fears with very minimal tools. We wanted to create a game that had very, minimal mechanics that it focused heavily on. We wanted to use some kind of mechanics that makes VR something more, something we could expand on, something that makes you feel like you're inside this world, something that invokes emotions. So we did not want any input schemes other than the physics that you actually that you gain when you move around with the Oculus Rift on your head. So the only input scheme that we use, oh, I heard some delay, sorry, is basically your head moving around looking at stuff. Anyway, our game is situated in a dark cave. We've basically almost removed all of your senses except for your hearing and some kind of, you can see some stuff. So basically you're relying on a little torch that's stuck on top of your head to spot enemies in this dark cave that are coming at you. And on top of this, we wanted to focus heavily on the audio side of things. So the best way to gain information in our game is to actually listen to your surroundings.
2 minutes.
Well, we'll just see how it goes. This is our little guinea pig, Tobias. He's never played the game before, so it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to it. This should be our demo. I guess this is hard, all right. Hope we get the game working.
No pressure, 60 seconds.
Are triggered by how close the monsters are to the player.
15 seconds.
So basically it gets more and more intense the closer the little monsters are to you. And, well, it's kind of hard to see them.
And we're done.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much for the team formerly known as the Gnome Experience, presenting Torch. We're moving on to the next team, and they'll be using the same side station, so they get 30 seconds instead of the 4-minute startup, unless they are already ready.
No, I think we're ready.
Okay, never mind. Your 4 minutes start now.
Thank you. So, hello, fellow jammers, and hello, handsome Yuri. So, our game is, it's kind of a puzzle game, you could say, that we wanted to, we spent a lot of time thinking about how to like make the mechanics and the feed of the game to be really, what, there's no sound from the computer. Okay, so yeah, we really thought about like how can we make this game to like brief VR in every sense, the mechanics and like the feed of the game. So We spent a lot of time going across a lot of ideas, and we can really find one that we felt like this is just pure VR. We had like most of the time we felt it was just this is a normal game. We tack VR onto it. So now we had like an epiphany about the game. You have all played like the classic wooden board game Labyrinth, where you tip like the board to roll around a ball. So you tip your head to roll the world around. Can we dim the lights, please? Thank you. And you tip the world around, and you also glide yourself around. You are the ball in the Labyrinth game in the world. And you also have little friend balls here that you have to like, you have to find your way through the labyrinth with as many of your friend balls as possible, and then you can die in these holes. And we have very deep existentialist theme here. You can see like from our wallpapers and angsty music. It's supposed to make you think about like life and death and stuff, and and you know, why does privacy? How does Facebook? I don't know. So
2 minutes of life and death and stuff.
We can just like yeah, Josef died. How sad. So yeah. We can contemplate this a bit. Yeah, do it. So we can kind of see how like the player is the ball that is self-aware. Then his other fellow balls aren't self-aware. He has to lead them through life. Kind of like someone with a Jesus complex, maybe. I don't know. Or it's just like he's a very sad ball because his friends, like he's the first one, like evolution. So yeah, so we kind of like we're pretty happy with the mechanics. Actually, we didn't have that much time to tweak it. So right now it's kind of like it's very hard because it's kind of a bit too sensitive.
1 minute.
We can really feel like there's some potential here. It's kind of interesting to just like once you get past the motion sickness, and you will break through it. It's a very interesting feeling to have like the world revolve around you. So yeah, so that's it, I guess. Thank you.
Thank you very much for team time. That's amazing. I want to try that afterwards. So now we're going to go on to... oh, I'm sorry, team time is up now. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will start your countdown timer in 3 seconds. So feel free to contemplate life until right now. You are live.
So our game is developed for the Oculus Rift, but for the sake of the presentation, we're going to use an ordinary screen. Can you turn the lights down? Okay. Wing it. Yeah, so in our game we're experimenting with time. So we have different zones in space, which in time moves at different paces. Det är inget att prata om.
2 minutes, 39 seconds.
Thanks. Okay, so there's like these spherical zones, which time moves slower. So if you go in them, everything else on the outside, if you're in a slow zone, appears to be way faster than they actually are, and they are zones that is the opposite. Yeah, just go. So this is a red zone in which all objects that passes through it moves very fast. But if we go in there, we see time through faster as well. So everything else in the whole world will appear to be slower, including our awesome music. Yeah, the shots are slowing down as well.
$60 seconds.
Do you find a cool zone? Oh yeah, so I have one place where two zones are close to each other, and one is fast and one is slow. So if you stand in the fast zone, the slow zone appears to be 64 times slower. So if you stand in a fast zone and fire shots into the other one, they will freeze in time, and you can move and shoot from different directions. And when you leave the zone, you will see the time through the missiles zone, so all will move at the same time out.
10 seconds. And time.
Yeah. Thanks.
That was team 15. Now we're down to our very last team, team 16. We've had a whole bunch of our wonderful guests all the way through here. My favorite word in the world in Swedish. Also sponsors of this event. Not these two guys, but the city of Jönköping. So now we've got two Jönköping guys and one Deutsche, or one German. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your time starts now.
Thank you so much. Good evening. We apologize for the name. That's not the name of the game. But yeah, my name is Victor. These are my teammates, Edwin and Devin. We two from Jönköping, and he's from Germany. And when we first thought about making a virtual reality game, we thought to ourselves, what's fun to do with virtual reality? We thought cockpit, you know, flight system, something to maybe race or something. So we decided to make a spaceship kind of game where you are gonna find checkpoints. Oh yeah, it works. Okay. So we also have a joystick here where you, control the spaceship. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk you through it. We focus really most of our time on the graphics because we think that's one of the most important things when it comes to virtual reality. To make it look, I mean, like you're there. So we made the body of the character you are, and also the joystick you have also move as you move it in real life. So yeah, that's kind of it. So maybe you wanna start us off? So yeah, you're gonna find the checkpoints. You also have a red arrow showing you to the checkpoints. It's gonna, and you can't touch anything because then you die. So you have to be really careful. Well, that was close, but yeah. So you really have to focus on, you know, spinning and going down and up and all of that. So we also made a high score system, so you can see which high score you have, if you can, so you can beat it. Because we think that's a fun thing about games in general. Okay. So yeah, as I said, graphics I think are the most thing important about virtual reality. Also, there's music and story, but when we have 24 hours, we thought we do the thing we do best, which is graphics. And he died, so he has to start at the beginning. And yeah, he's just gonna show you how we made a world, just so you can you can fly freely if you want to. Yeah, you have to go to a checkpoint to receive the next one, so you can't just take any checkpoint you want. Yeah, but it's a really tricky game because you have to be really careful and steady with your arm. So, I mean, that's maybe what makes the game special. But yeah, 24 hours to make a game is not easy, I tell you that. It takes a lot of hard work. You stay up late. Not used to that, but it worked out well, I think. We're happy with the results. I mean, we thought about, you really have to think about not doing the game you want to, but the game you can do. So you start off doing the things you think are most essential, and then you build up to that, if you want to add something and stuff like that. So we focused on making the ship and the character and, so he can fly. And then we made just the last details and such. Yeah, that's about it then. Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna steal the microphone from here then. Whoa, okay, never mind. So this concludes the presentation part of the hackathon. I'd like everyone to give a big round of applause for the participants that are still alive. It was a pleasure seeing most of your games, if not some of your game, most of the time. And we really appreciated it. Now what we're going to move on to is the judging process. So we're going to take our fantastic panel of judges and give them up to 25 minutes to go in next door to our little area. So if you are concluded, unless you want to look at the stage and see what they had to work with or anything else, you can just pass in through the door now and then begin your judging process. As soon as the judge is okay and get ready, we'll announce in the hall that we're ready to deliberate. We've got 5 categories to give out, and we hope that you guys stick around to see it. So thank you for participating.
And I can't go back.
We've been there. Dum 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 dum. Hello, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Good news, everybody. There are no notes on this. Nope, good. So, after a fantastically simple judging process that lasted no longer than 25 minutes in everything you're going to post about, we've actually come to the conclusion that it was a really good hackathon. And since people want to go home and catch trains and stuff, we're going to be doing super immersive hackathon. So I'm going to name out the categories. I'm going to invite the teams up that are here. Those that aren't here to receive awards can just quickly, if they're not here within 10 seconds, it's done. So just so you know, the criteria for this year was most innovative, best presentation, best visual experience, best sound experience, and best immersion. And after that, we had 3 grand total, 3 top winners. And third place will get headsets from Myonix, Second place will get 20,000 Swedish krona, so they can pay the rent. And first place will get 50,000 krona, so they also can pay the rent. So let's get on with it. We're going to start with the first category, which is the best innovative idea. Each participant will get a diploma, and they will get one frame to hang at their office, if they have one. Or it's a nice decoration. For the most innovative game, we went with Perifobia. The judges went with Perifobia for a few major reasons, but let's get you up here on stage real quick. Your fantastic frame. No, it's yours. It's yours. So you guys are 4 guys. Here you have some diplomas, so you can also take each one home. So they chose your game because it was technically difficult. You had various control methods involved. And most of the judges were very impressed on how much work you got done in such a short time. So a hand for Perifobia, most innovative. I got off stage. Everything's about time, and less time is better time. Now we're going to go on to the next part, best presentation. It was one of the segments that at this current hackathon we thought was maybe the most difficult and trying part. So next time you go to a hackathon, remember that you have to work in a presentation. And the reason we chose the next group was because they actually had a completed pitch and demo of the game, and they had a very structured way about the way they carried themselves on stage within the 4 minutes they were given. And nothing broke. So we went with, for best presentation, Space Over Time. Give them a hand. So you get 2 of these. Just get in front of the screen. Then you can go all the way in the middle. So let's hear it for Space Over Time. Thanks for participating, guys. Next, we're going for the best visual experience. We had fun with this one because thoughts were very split on how to judge the graphical segments based on all the things that you got in. But we pretty much went with an open world game that included pretty much a completely graphically satisfying game that had very many elements in it. So we went with 2 Jönköping guys and 1 German. Afterwards, if anyone needs, we've got some extra diplomas, so just... Well, here you go. Best visual experience for the DreamHack Hackathon 2014. Let's give them a hand. Now we're moving on to the next category for best sound. We love the guy with the camera, by the way. That's just a shout out personally from me, especially the monkey. Please remember in your presentations, be creative, use your body, show stuff. Don't hide out in the corners. Use your vocal talents. Use the microphone. It's great. So we went for sound that had really good technical sound, and we actually had to have a vote because it actually tied with another game, which I will be mentioning not so much because it kind of sucks to know. But the reason we went with this game is because of good sound experience, and also the sound was part of the actual gameplay. So we went with Torch. Congratulations, guys. Here you go. I'm sorry, can I quote you on that? Ah, shit, man. Afterwards, we'll be interviewing all the winners, so we also ask that you stay nearby so we can film it. So a huge hand out to Torch. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to speed this up and say maybe you should just stay on stage because you have also won the most immersive category. So please get back up here. No, come back up. You seem like you've slept a lot.
Yeah, I slept in Red Bull.
Here are your 5 diplomas. And here's your secondary diplomas. So please go up in the middle again and hold up both diplomas if you wish. And the reason we went for immersion is because it actually felt the most immersive game. No, you had everything there that made you be able to shut off the rest of the world and not think like you could hear stuff from the outside. And when you got in the game visually, you were in the game visually, and you were like freaking out and stuff. You scared your guinea pig, so that was great. So thanks for that. Yeah, please terrorize people. Thanks for that. Now for the next 3 grand finalists, we definitely want them to stick around so we can do an interview. But we all want you to know that before we start this part, you've all been amazing. The race to the top was really, really close most of the time. It jumps in segments, so some of you are in the beginning segment, but I mean, it was your first time and everything else, and you're going to do amazing in the future, so keep at it. Some of you have improved insanely from last hackathon to this one and not practiced since then, so that's also amazing. And we want you to know that you should keep doing this 100% of the time, all the time. Remember to eat and sleep. Don't drink Coca-Cola all the time. It's great. So we went for these categories specifically because they had an entire package and the games just made sense. So we're going to start from 3rd place to 2nd place to 1st place. And 3rd place that wins each headset from Myonix. And a little surprise later on will be Torch again. We actually have 2 more headsets for you in the back, but I forgot how many were in your team. So we're going to have to give you some display show headsets to hold for the stream. Whoa, man. Amazing. So get back in the middle, hold up your diplomas, your headsets, your hats. So for 3rd place, Torch. Formerly known as the Gnome Experience. Thanks, guys. You're probably wondering why I don't let them have any words on stage. They're just so emotional, we don't want to hear anymore. So, for 2nd place, we went with the game that made us, well, one of the judges got to try it, and he thought it was cool, and you guys thought it was really awesome, and we thought it was a great idea. So, up comes Cannonball. Winner of 20,000 Swedish krona. We unfortunately have really big checks, but they're in the mail already because of logistical faults, so you're going to get a handshake, and you're going to get a handshake. We'd just like to tell you guys that you guys are amazing, and you should definitely keep doing what you're doing, specifically from some of the judges. If you feel like going up to them and sending them a mail afterwards about the work you're doing, some of them will welcome it. You get to talk to them, all of them, to figure out who. But thank you very much for your game. It was really amazing. Big hand for Cannonball. Last but not least, and in closure to this entire event, thank God. No, it's been amazing, but it feels like we've been here for months. Most of us feels like that more than others, especially the guys that are almost falling asleep. But yeah, we have the last category. So after this, it's done. It's over. We'll be doing some interviews. So we're going to go for Space and Time for 1st place. 50,000 Swedish krona. Congratulations. I'm actually going to just ask you to yell out one word that completely sums up your experience here at the DreamHack's hackathon for the audience.
Oh, God. That works?
That works?
Okay, cool.
So you're exhausted and you're happy to be going home.
Yeah.
But
it was very nice, yeah. Very tiring as well, but yeah.
Well, thank you again, and we'll be getting some details after you guys. The top 3 grand prize winners, please don't leave afterwards. Meet outside the door. Everybody else, it's been an amazing experience, and we thank you all for coming. We thank our fantastic judge lineup, which really discussed things for a long time, but with great reason that wasn't really up to them. There were such amazing projects and a lot to discuss. So thank you for all the content, and we'll see you at the next hackathon. Thanks for this time, guys.